You're listening to the Midwest Most Dangerous Podcast, Lock Pod. That's left of center. Season 16, episode 12, coming to you live from the NECA IBW Powering Indiana Lake County Studios.
Good morning.
The Bears.
I love how you. I like how you are very thematic about coming in.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
I got a lot of jerseys.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, the way I look at the Bears game last night, because I was bitching up a storm on several text chains with people, including like my sons and like others, and like at the end, it's like, you know what, the football gods owed us one from the Hail Mary last year.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, you know what, fine. Let them fumble with 2 minutes left when the game was over.
That was awesome.
That was phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, we were dead.
Done.
They were just driving.
One play left.
They were driving. It was raining. I mean, the game was basically over, and then the freaking ball just dropped on the ground. Bears dropped on it. I knew everybody knew we were going to win at that point because the offense was doing really well.
New kicker?
Yeah.
Just off the not a new kicker in the sense that he used to kick for San Francisco, but it's like,
but whoa. He got dropped by San Francisco because he was crummy.
Terribly inefficient, yes.
Right.
Wow. So thank you, football gods, for letting that ball drop out of Jaden Daniels' hands and into the Bears.
So the Bears I think they're decent.
Yeah, 3-2. I mean,
but
after starting 0-2.
I think they're a good team. I mean, I think they have a good chance to make the playoffs, which I think is a good first step.
I hope you're right, man, because here I go again getting way too excited about the Bears.
Caleb Williams looks good. The offense looks great. The defense played great last night. It was a good game.
A lot of mistakes.
And by the way, Washington's a good freaking team.
Very good team.
Yeah.
Playoff team last year?
At Washington.
At Washington.
They went to the NFC Championship last year.
Did they? I know they went to the playoffs. I don't remember who was in the championship.
Said that.
I think you're right. Yeah.
So, anyway.
All right.
And then, sports update. I took it really well when the Cubs lost the other day.
I was not that bad either.
I took it really well.
Yeah.
I was very impressed.
I felt like they overperformed.
I didn't bitch. I didn't post anything on Facebook. I just absorbed it and moved on with my life.
I feel like they overperformed.
I feel like they had a damn good season. They made it exactly where they should have been. Actually, I think they made it further than they should have been.
I thought they were going to lose the wild card.
They should have. Yeah. The Padres are a better team.
They are.
And it was a bad call against the Padres that probably prevented a rally that would have won.
That won't happen next year with robot umpires.
Morning, John, by the way.
Hey, good morning.
We just roll in. No Lynn's so far. She may roll in, she may not, but she got extended at work.
Yes,
happens
as a nurse, that haapens.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we hope for the notorious LMP to arrive at some point.
Hopefully it wasn't like a code brown or anything.
I don't even know what this is right when Lindsay would just look at you and just shake her
I'm
head.
just saying, dude. Nobody wants a code brown when they're about to go home.
I don't know. Code blue or code blue.
Code
any.
No code.
No codes, please. So what do you think? I mean, like, and I really don't.
You're right. Lindsay would be pissed at me.
Yes, I really don't like the Brewers. Like, it's hard to maybe hate.
I hate the Brewers,
but now I really am disliking
They're losers,
them.
Dude. First off, Kevin, you and I went to a playoff game in their stadium, and we were surrounded by freaking cheeseheads, right?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. I normally
think what you would expect.
Like when I go to Wisconsin, and I'm like at the Dells, and I'm interacting with cheeseheads, I feel like they're really nice people.
Yeah.
And then you go to a fucking sporting event and you're surrounded by cheeseheads and they're total dicks.
I do want to say the couple that sat next to me on my right were nice.
There's 2 cheeseheads that are nice. The rest of them were dicks. I was like, 2 of them were nice.
The people in the parking lot were terrible.
They were terrible. They had the freaking small dick energy going. It's 2 shows in a row we said that. Like, we walked out, and they were like, there's this truck. And by the way, that truck went viral. Had the L flag, and they were like, Cub fans are losers, and they were talking to us when we were walking out. It's like, fuck you.
I think it's, they've had so much, they've been kicked by us in the balls so many times. Maybe they're finally getting theirs, but whatever.
What are you talking about? They won the division like three or 4 years in a row.
But they haven't beat us in the playoffs. They haven't had to play playoffs. So I
think
this is
they've won the division.
Agreed.
Grow a set, boys. Like, you guys won the division.
Feel good about yourself.
You're the champs 4 years in a row. And you're
good
beating
point.
up on the lowly fucking Cubs. We were 71-90 or something like that a couple years ago.
I think they also really are pissed that they lost their manager to us. And so they're like,
that's where it comes from.
That
Craig
really
Counsell.
That really threw the gasoline on the fire.
So the reason we're saying this is when the Brewers advanced to the National League Championship Series,
which is a big deal.
I freaking hate the Dodgers, and I'm pulling so hard for the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers ruined baseball, and I'm rooting for the Dodgers because I hate the fucking Brewers so much. So they're taking their celebratory picture, John, and they're on the field. You know, the one you're like, hey, we're going to the we're going to the NLCS, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And it's team picture, and they hang an L flag in the background.
That is
mocking the Cubs.
So lame. And by the way,
it's so stupid.
By the way, for those that know about the L flag, they didn't even fly the right one. The real L flag is blue with a white L. Okay, so at least fly the right one.
Trying to hijack which one?
Yeah, it's in the background
of
the photo.
Super
Look
blurry
at that.
though. Okay, I'm going to show.
But you get what we're trying to do here.
It's like the big team photo.
And they're mocking the Cubs.
Wow.
It's
Like, why wouldn't you put a Brewers flag in it?
Grow up, guys. Seriously? Like
that's the kind of conflict.
Like
you
if
have?
the Cubs won that game,
Yeah.
do you think in a million years the Cubs would fly something in the background that said "fuck the Brewers"
like
or
Benny
like
the
Brewers
Brewer,
suck?
like
Right? It's like screw off, man. You guys are a bunch of freaking little men.
I don't understand that. Like you have that big of an inferiority complex
Yes,
that you have
they
to that you have to fly the L flag in the background of your team photo.
So they were talking to people in the paper, one of the articles I read, and they were saying stuff like, "Well, the Cub fans come here and they call it Wrigley Field North." It's like, well, you sell the tickets
Exactly.
to us.
Just
What am I supposed to not buy
show
the
up
ticket?
to your games.
I want to see my team. You're selling it dirt cheap because
Right.
where we live, when you're selling a ticket for $120, it's like, hell yeah, I'll buy that ticket.
Yep.
I can't get a regular season game at Wrigley for $120. I'll drive to Milwaukee and grab a box seat for $120.
It's
That's
not our
amazing.
fault that you can't. You don't have a market for your tickets.
I know. You're like blaming us because we are transacting business. We're buying your ticket and then you make fun of us. for
making
buying-
Brewers fans money,
Right.
and buying your tickets for a good price for them. And
So when Kevin and I went to the game, John, we were thinking Wrigley Field North. No,
it's
not the case.
not
It was
during the playoffs.
90
Not
to
during the
10
playoffs.
against us.
They showed up. That's what they should do in the regular season.
But they Brewers lost last night to the Dodgers. It was wonderful. And the Brewers had the bases loaded at the end of the game, and all the cheeseheads were up there screaming because they thought that they were going to come through with a big hit, and then struck them out.
It was a good
game.
game.
Over. It was a good game.
It was a real good
It was
game.
perfect the way it ended. Oh, that sucks. Bases loaded, and your home lost too. You don't lose at home in the playoffs, and they lost game one.
I can't really root for. I mean, I don't know who I'm rooting for in that series.
Dodgers. You can't root for the freaking Brewers, dude.
That's what my brother would say. Root
Yes,
for the Dodgers.
that's what your brother is saying. All right, Matt, I'm with you. I'm a Dodger fan this week.
Send us some Dodger swag, Matt.
Yeah, I'll wear it. Look at me, dude. You send me something, I'll wear it on the air.
Anything.
I have
like-
no clothes. I just like you send me shit like misprint. Send it to me. I'll wear it. Right?
I love that shirt. Marinara. Wait, what?
Yeah, legalized
marinara.
We're gonna get a PO box for the podcast.
Oh yeah,
a
I
big
like
balls
that.
PO box.
Big balls.
Yeah.
I want to get that business card for real.
Yeah.
Oh, Rick, I hope you're listening.
Metal business card, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So you were on an adventure.
Yeah, Marissa and I took out the big rig
I love this.
For a
I love that
3-day
Tom's an
weekend.
RVer.
for a 3-day weekend. We went to French Lick. I had it booked for a couple weeks. We left Friday, came back last night. Government workers.
Now, when
know.
you say French Lick, you mean like is there a
It's a Hoosier National Forest down there. It's a French Lake.
Beautiful.
Close, Paoli, French Lake area.
There you
We
go.
were like, no, we weren't near anything. First off, it took us 11 miles. We had to go grocery shopping for dinner for our second day, and we took our bikes out. Marissa had her electric bike. I had my regular bike, and we rode to French Lick. 11 miles.
wow?
I'm like,
11
oh.
miles from French Lick.
No, 11 miles from where we were camping to French
Wow,
Lick.
that's what I'm saying. 11 miles to French Lick from where you're.
So
camping.
I was like,
wow,
dude, I do
that's
25 miles all the time, right? I've got this. I got this covered. And Marissa's like, I got my electric bike. And then her and I took off. And let's just say that there's a lot of hills.
It's
out
pretty
there.
hilly down there. You
Dude,
you know that.
They'll have like a hill that goes for like a mile straight uphill. It's like a gradual, continuous uphill for like a mile.
We've ridden down there. It's
I know.
very hilly.
And they have a lot of dirt roads too, which
Oh.
is no bueno when you're going downhill fast.
Not on skinny tires.
tires.
No.
I went over the handlebars one time.
Wow.
This weekend?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I went
That's scary.
over the handlebars once. I was double braking it, and I couldn't control my bike, and then I went off to the side and just flipped over my handlebars and walked it down the rest of the way. Like, I'm not
Yes.
going down this hill anymore.
My elbow still hurts from going over the handlebars in French Lick. And they had the death wobble in French Lick.
Yeah, you did. We
Yikes.
were doing 40 plus on that bike, on that one.
So tell us about this, though. It's beautiful.
That was my campground. That was right by. We were by ourselves.
So you
Well,
woke
for-
up in the morning?
So the first day we had a person right next to us. The rest of the camp. Oh, there was 2 other families there the first day.
Whoa.
Right? And then the second day, it was just us and our neighbor. And our neighbor had a barking dog that lasted 5 hours. Because they went to fucking 5
Nice, peaceful.
a Yorkie.
Oh,
Oh, those are the worst.
Oh, my God. I wanted to
nice,
freaking...
peaceful campground.
I wanted to, take that dog out.
Did you say anything to them?
They left some lady to watch the dog that had no desire whatsoever to watch the dog. So she threw headphones on and sat there and hit a vape pen for 5 hours straight.
boy.
So she was stoned to the bejesus and she didn't care about the dog's yappy. And then as soon as the people got home, the dog stopped barking. It was fucking unbelievable.
Yikes.
So the third day they left and it was just Marissa and
There
I.
you go. Now you're talking.
Dude, by ourselves in this entire basically, I don't know, there's miles and miles of nobody.
That sounds much more peaceful.
It
than
was like
neighbors with the Yorkies.
It was crazy dark. That was
that's gorgeous.
So we went on a long hike, John.
Yeah.
And actually, Marissa hurt her leg pretty badly on that hike.
Tom, where is this?
That's called a lake called Tucker Lake. It is hard to get to.
Beautiful.
We hiked to it. There's a boat out there, so there's a way to launch your boat, but I don't know how they did it. But Marissa and I hiked to that lake. It was 6 miles. We were supposed to go around the lake, and then we had to.
Oh, and you brought the dogs.
Yeah, we had both the dogs with us. Well, I left Lucy at home. Unfortunately, she's not able to make trips like that anymore. But and then Marissa hurts her leg, so we're totally screwed. We're like 5+ miles.
Tom looks like a mountain man.
Sorry, I don't mean to make light. We were
That's
talking
all right.
about Marissa hurting her leg, but that's a great picture, Tom.
Yeah, thank you.
So is she all right?
No, she's still limping around.
Oh no.
Still,
Yeah.
How did she
She
hurt
hurt
It
her
it?
looks
leg.
great in this picture.
I
This
know.
was
I don't know what happened. Hey, Linz, what's up?
pre-leg hurt.
Linz is in. That's leg was probably being hurt on that. What's up?
That is a leg hurt photo.
No, and then so we get like this is like it's supposed to be a 7-mile hike, okay? And it turns out we're over 5 miles into it, and then Marissa hurts her leg, and we had 6 miles left, and I'm like, okay, and this is not easy hiking. This was up and down, a lot of. So I'm like, are you gonna be able to make this? And Marissa's like, I don't think so. I think it's a really bad
wow.
idea for us to jump back on that trail.
And you're 6 miles out, and
Yes.
and there's nobody around.
In French Lake, I have 1 bar on my cell phone.
Oh,
So I'm like, okay, I'll call an Uber. No, we're not calling an Uber in the middle of
Around
National
the
Forest,
trail.
right? So Hoosier National
gonna
Forest,
happen.
no Uber availability.
No.
So I'm like, I'm still like hoping because there's Ubers available.
is this a picture of when you're like basically tell Marissa, I'll be back for you later?
He leaves
No.
her.
That
I'm going
was
to look
it.
for
I
help.
went down to take the dogs to the water, and Marissa I took a picture of her. She took a picture of me. But so we end up walking out of this forest, right? On the road now. We didn't go on a trail. So we're walking up this hill, and we get to the top of the hill, and I have 2 bars. And I'm like, Marissa, let's stop here. There's a mailbox. I sat right by the mailbox, and I started Ubering again, trying to get an Uber, right? And I was interacting. They were trying to find a rider for me, right?
Tom was like, I only want an Uber Black though. Do you have Uber
No,
Black?
I was like,
available?
any Uber available. Uber X, I just want to put Marissa into it,
We
right?
have Uber with pets available.
They did have
Wow.
Uber with pets. But like it was hard to so we get to the top of this hill.
Believe this.
This is crazy. So like I have 2 bars and now I'm running low on battery. Literally, I've like it gives me the warning. You're less than
Yikes.
20%. And I'm like, dude, this is no good. If I run out of battery, Marissa's phone sucks. It's like flip phone at best, right? So I'm like, okay. So
You guys are prepared.
the Uber
Right?
The Uber officially shoots us down. Okay,
Of course, you're in a
shoot you
national
down.
park.
right.
Like,
Like
So-
said no.
Deep in the mountains.
They said
Wow.
no. So then I'm like, Marissa. So across the street from us is this house, and there's a lady sitting on the porch. She came out probably wondering what the hell we were doing.
Sure.
We have 2 dogs. We're sitting there for like 20 minutes across the street from her house. So I'm like, Marissa.
It's like a rocking chair too. I'm
She had a
picturing-
rocking
wow.
chair with a cat.
Oh
And
yes.
she had a rifle, too.
yeah, somewhere.
Morning, Liz. But so I'm like,
Lindsay.
Marissa, you need to go across the street and talk to this lady. We need help,
Mm-hmm.
right? We're in a bad spot.
Limp
And we're-
really extra, like limp extra while
She
you're
did.
walking up to her.
So Marissa went limping across the street, and then she's like, "Ma'am, could I come on your property?" She's like, "Sure." And then Marissa and her start talking, and I'm just sitting there with the dogs across the street because I didn't want to freak her out, right?
Right.
And this lady, her name was Mrs. Culture, okay,
Mm.
drove us back to the
Oh,
campground.
that's
She
great.
pulled out of her house, put Marissa and I and the dogs in the back, and she drove us. It was 5 or 6 miles back to the house.
Sounds like you can
I mean,
send,
back to
send
the
her a
RV.
thank you card.
for sure.
Thank you, Mrs. Culture,
There you
from Paoli area. We appreciate you. That was a sweetheart. She rescued my wife and me because if she only takes Marissa back, I have 2 dogs. I could have done it for the record. I was not hurt, but
Yeah.
it was just I wanted that adventure over with. So we got back to the house, and Marissa's
The rig.
Marissa's limping around though. She
Oh, you mean
she
back to the
definitely-
house here? Or she's
No,
still
no.
limping
We
around?
got back to the rig, and Marissa was hurting, and she's still hurting. So if you see Judge limping around, it was from our hike. It was
man.
it was awesome though. We had a good
Well,
time.
good. Sounds like a good
It
way
was
to spend
awesome.
Columbus
It
Day.
It was
weekend.
not awesome
Outside
that
of
she got
Marissa's
hurt.
leg
It was
issue.
not awesome that she got hurt. It was a great like relaxing trip.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I got to sort of watch the Notre Dame game. I was in the middle of nowhere, but we were getting like a little bit of signal here. I listened to the Cubs game. I didn't get to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, between
That's
Notre
how
Dame.
Dad used to listen. He used to listen in the car when I was a kid.
I still listen. I listen to a lot of the games.
Oh yeah, I listened to the.
radio.
It's on the Catholic channel on XM.
Oh, you're
so you
saying
can listen to that,
Notre
the
Dame. I was
game,
listening. On the Cubs, I listen through the MLB app. You can
Yes,
listen to
so do I.
every
I
home
have it
game.
too.
You can listen to every game. You could
Every
even
team.
Yeah, you could choose what broadcast you want to listen to.
Home or away.
If you want to hear like the Cleveland Indians broadcast, you can hear the local. It's pretty cool.
It's very cool. MLB app. And then I was listening between that, Notre Dame, IU winning, Cubs losing. It was a crazy sports day. Indy and
Last
IU
night
had
was a
good
good
days.
sports day too. I love this time of year. Baseball playoffs, football, college football
all
going
happening.
on. Everything's happening right now for me.
Whose crotch is this?
What are you talking about?
That's me. By the way,
Oh my
John,
God, I didn't even notice that.
it's
It's like dangerously close.
thank you,
Right?
Yeah.
thank you, John, for using the non-cropped one that I put in the notes.
This is the only one I saw in the notes.
That is not the
This
one.
is
I
Kevin's
that is
subtle
not the-
way of
That was
getting
not
a
the
crotch
final
shot.
one.
exactly. You
He's like-
sick bastard.
Yeah. He said
We are
that-
broadcasting live.
For all our Lockpod listeners that
Nasty
wanted to
ass.
see my crotch in a if it's a rock and don't come a knocking sticker photo.
If it's a rock
Please
and don't
tune
come
in.
knock it.
Is that on your RV?
No.
No, it's right here, John.
Because you
It needs to
stabilize,
be.
you stabilize the RV as soon as you get there, and it doesn't rock. He has
Well,
little
then-
things that, as soon as you park, it has little things that come out, and it like lifts it up and makes it perfectly.
I think you should get one of
perfectly
those
level.
for the RV.
Perfectly level, and you can't even move it, dude.
And are you digging the RV?
I love it.
I mean, we
We've
talked
done-
about your hike, but
We did six. We've done 6 nights in it since we got it.
That's
You
We
great.
love
got
it.
it in like end of July, so that's decent for the end of the season.
I agree.
yeah.
I could see us doing lots of like 3-day weekends,
Especially
like that.
just getting used to it.
How about this, dude? I'm a good driver at it. I drove all the way there and back basically, and like
Nice.
I drive fast in that thing. I was doing
Be
80.
careful.
No, it's like a van, and it's a V6 diesel. So like
Ooh.
it's just a smooth, easy driving,
Beautiful.
and it's a Mercedes. The
Ooh.
front end is a Mercedes chassis, so it's like a very well made
Wow.
van. So like,
What have
it's
been the
not
biggest
hard-
surprises about it, like maintenance of it?
Things
or,
are already breaking. No, that's happening.
Yeah.
Like we have a thing with our awning that comes out that's broken. I have to take it in, and then like there's just things that break.
Uh-huh.
You know, then
Yep.
you scratch it because you have to put bikes in and stuff
Sure.
like that, and you scratch the wall.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like the freaking bugs out there. We were in the stink bugs, flies.
Oh, boy.
Not a lot of mosquitoes. But this was a night sky park, so like you could just, when the sun went down, the temperature dropped to like low 60s, and we just sat there in our jackets. We had a humongous campfire.
Nice.
Just looking at the stars. Like I burned probably 20 freaking logs over. Like I was just burning logs. It was
I was
great.
wondering what you were going to say. Burned
By
about
logs,
Oh,
you
yeah.
20, and then
Yeah,
I was
I'm
like,
camping.
whoa.
I'm camping. I was camping, so imagine I was pretty chill. So
Reefer madness.
yeah, it was nice, but you know we were in Indiana, so that stuff's illegal. I
That's
don't know what
right.
you
You were
guys are
close to
talking about.
Kentucky.
I was close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
But-
bad.
it was a nice trip.
Nice.
I love the RV, and
good.
that place was cool, man. It's a night sky park.
Tom's
Definitely-
officially a RVer, camper.
Yeah, I want to take it on an adventure. I want to go to like Yosemite or something.
Oh,
That's
that'd be
going to be
great.
Grand Canyon.
that'd
That's
be
the
fun.
next. But the cool thing is we're learning how to use it. Like I'm getting the TV system down now. We understand how the water systems work.
Well, that's
like,
good.
Like we're like getting like we feel like both of us feel like we're understand it. Like the
Nice.
first time we took it out, it's like, dude, I don't even know. What's
John,
going on.
would like an investment in like Starlink be something that would be good for that if he's like in the middle of nowhere?
I don't
That
need
would
it.
do it.
I don't need it.
He loves
You don't need
Elon, so
No.
Yeah,
I don't
there you
need
go.
it. I mean, I'm not going to be in the middle of nowhere very often. I mean,
okay.
think about it. Like, how often am I going to be where there's no cell phone signal? Not often.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about
If I get
the
Starlink,
camper
I'm-
life.
If you see me get Starlink, I'm going to disappear for a bit. I'm just telling
All
you
right,
guys.
look out.
If I get Starlink, where's the mayor? I don't know.
No idea.
Can't reach him.
yeah.
He's off the grid.
So the notorious LMP is back in the studio.
Boom.
Hello.
What's up, babe?
Hi, Linz.
Tired.
How'd last night go? You didn't have any emergencies at the end of the shift, did you?
Not
We were-
an
we were
emergency,
speculating.
No.
Okay.
Your dad was speculating.
No, just a lot of things all at once that
Really?
needed to be handled before I left
Okay.
because I'm a considerate coworker.
Does that mean like
course.
paperwork too? Like you had to, or is it
Oh,
just?
there's a lot of paperwork that goes with nursing, but
Yeah.
it's all online charting, so
Huh.
it's not that bad.
All right.
Is it code brown a real thing? Because Tom was saying.
Yes.
Oh.
Is it really?
Wait, but what
I
is
just
it?
guessed
Is there a
that.
light?
Did you learn
Is
that
there a
in-
light that flashes?
No, it's
Code
No,
brown,
it's like
level
a-
2.
No, it's like fart
it's
noise.
a casual joke amongst coworkers.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Casual joke.
Ah.
I didn't
But
know if they
they're,
taught that in nursing school.
Actually, you know
no
what?
klaxon for the code
What?
brown.
Hold on.
Uh-oh, what do we got here?
They teach that in nursing.
Lindsay
Hold
brought some
on.
stuff for the
There
cam.
is a code Amber.
Okay.
Oh, no.
What do you got, Linz?
That is
Amber
an
is the color of your
child
energy.
abduction.
Child abduction.
Whoa.
Or
Singing as
gold
Lindsay's
is a
talking about
hospital lockdown.
Lockdown, gold,
Lindsay, if you
gold,
ever have a
gold.
code Amber, I want you to sing that 311 song.
No.
I will
Did you hear what
Amber
a
is the
code
color of
Did
your
you-
energy.
Wait, did you
Did
hear
you
what a
hear
code
what he
Amber
said?
is?
Whoa.
You weren't
Tom.
listening.
What's that?
It's a child abduction.
Oh, shit.
Like,
Never mind.
Tom's
Do not
singing.
do
He's not
that.
even listening to Lindsay.
Do
right?
not- do
Tom
not
just
sing
wants
that
to hear
song.
his voice in his ears, not listen to
I was
Lindsay.
just
Man
happy.
loves the sound of his own voice.
No, you came up with a great song, and I decided to sing it.
I didn't come up with that. I just
You said
code
Amber, and I just like, click.
like Amber Alert. Dad.
Exactly. What he just said happened. Click. Stop listening to Lindsay. Start singing the song.
Whoa. Amber is the color of your energy.
Okay.
That's a nice song, isn't it?
And you sang it well,
Yeah.
I thought.
It was quick. Yeah. You would have thought that was a setup.
Every time
Do
an
not-
Amber Alert pops up on my phone, I'm going
Oh,
to think of this
boy.
moment.
Amber
Yes.
is the color of your energy.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and move on to the second segment, if you guys don't mind.
Please.
Yeah, we are going to update you on Turning Point USA's All-American Halftime Show. Why? Because we're so divided as a country, we can't even watch the same fucking halftime show anymore. That's why. We're going to have half America watching Turning Point USA and the other half watching the Super Bowl.
Watching
That's
Bad
a
Bunny.
shame. Bad Bunny is wonderful.
Agreed.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard one of his songs.
I'll be honest with you,
Yeah?
John. I'm not sure I
Well,
have
you
either.
don't speak Spanish, so but
Exactly.
true.
and
Neither do I. And
That's
I
why
think
he's a great
they're-
halftime performer.
They're
Mm-hmm.
great.
We should get a French artist next year.
That would be cool.
He's an American citizen.
Agreed.
so-
He's from Puerto Rico.
Oh, yeah, until Trump gets a hold of him.
What about like Pet Shop Boys
Still
or
an
something?
American citizen.
Pet Shop Boys.
Morrissey. He,
Yeah.
wouldn't, he won't show up.
More. No, you
Pet
won't.
Shop Boys. What the
Pet
fuck?
Shop Boys.
No
or
This
idea.
whole
Daft
country
Punk.
would have rioted.
Daft
Yes.
Punk.
Huge announcement. Pet Shop Boys. What the fuck?
Like, is this the Super Bowl or is this like the D3 championship?
Oh, come on.
Pet Shop Boys?
Yes.
Dude, you could have.
Or who's the other guy? David Byrne. You know, he would be. is it
Talking Heads?
Byrne?
Yeah, they'd be
Talking
good.
Heads.
That would be
awesome.
pretty
And they're
amazing.
back to being relevant. So
Yeah.
Are they? They're
Yeah, he's
touring?
touring right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Whoa.
He's doing all these
Talking Heads or
interviews.
David Byrne?
David Byrne.
David Byrne.
Is he singing
Yes.
Talking Heads
Yes.
songs?
Yes.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did they
Whoa.
Amber is the color.
Let's do some ads and come back.
All right. Powering Indiana Lake County is our premier and our studio sponsor. Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's most trusted electricians. At Powering Indiana Lake County, we set the standard for excellence in electrical work. As IBEW Local 697 electrical contractors, we ensure safety, reliability, and quality for Northwest Indiana corporations, businesses, and homes alike. But our mission goes beyond the job site. We're creating a brighter future for the region we proudly serve. Powering Indiana Lake County, bringing excellence to the job, creating a brighter future for our community. Find the right electrical contractor at poweringindiana.org.
Misprint. Printing. Elevate your brand with Misprint, the premier printing and sign solution in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. With a 30-year legacy of excellence, their experienced team, led by Rick Baltensberger, combines innovation and technology to deliver top-quality signs and printing, always on time and within budget, conveniently located in Munster and Hammond. Misprint is your partner for creating impactful visual solutions that leave a lasting impression. Visit them at misprintusa.com to bring your vision to life today.
MCR Partners is your one-stop destination for top-notch expertise in economic development, finance, and planning. With a dedicated team geared up to tackle your projects head-on, they're your go-to comprehensive solution providers. Dive into a world of economic development with MCR Partners and let them guide you through a maze of opportunities. Stay in the loop and connected by hitting up their website at mcrpartnersllc.com. And for tailored assistance, don't hesitate to reach out to Matt Reardon at 219-741-9511.
Byway Brewing is a family-friendly microbrewery with a spacious tap room and an outdoor patio, serving its award-winning craft beer, a chef-driven food menu, and craft cocktails on draft. Their brewing equipment and production facility offers a unique backdrop for events like bridal showers, reunions, or corporate parties. With their new food truck, they can cater to your corporate and private events off-site. Just off 8094 at the Kennedy Avenue South exit. Discover more at bywaybrewing.beer.
Kuklakis Law. Are you facing legal challenges and don't know where to turn? Look no further than Kuklakis Law, your trusted source for legal advice in Indiana and Illinois. Do you need representation, buying or selling real estate? Call Kuklakis Law. Do you need help forming your business? Call Kuklakis Law. Did you get injured in a car crash or at your job? Call Kuklakis Law. No matter what your legal issue, call 219-671-6347 for a free consultation. Who are you going to call? Kuklakis Law. Hablamos Español. Thanks to our sponsors, including our studio sponsor, Power in Indiana, Lake County.
So last week we were talking on the show about the halftime show coming up about the Super Bowl. We were just talking about it before we went into break, that Bad Bunny was chosen to be our Super Bowl halftime show. And I know I don't really love the artist every year.
Same.
There's some artists that come out.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. And then I like go off and use the bathroom and
Sure.
like, have a drink or something, and I ignore the halftime show. No big deal. I'm not like going to cause a ruckus over it, right?
That's right.
Like last year, I liked Kendrick Lamar though.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Right, that wasn't your gig, right?
No,
Did
I mean,
you
I
like
mean, I
start a
didn't-
riot? Did you like go pout? Like,
I
oh my
did
God,
not.
the NFL selling out, you know?
All this rap stuff, this
Right.
crazy rap stuff.
Right. So basically, the other day we were speculating on the show about Turning Point USA's All American halftime show. All American.
Like, are they going to have like a stadium full of people? I mean, who isn't everybody going to be home watching the? Or you're supposed to like switch over to this? Is that the idea?
think
John,
so.
have you heard? Like, you're
I
just,
have not heard more.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Okay. So last show we this is a skit from the a bit from the last show where we were trying to predict who is going to be the lineup. So let's refresh you.
But I guess in response, then Turning Point USA throws this up,
Oh yeah.
and they say Turning Point USA presents the All American. By the way, last
Oh,
time
good.
I checked,
Kid
if you're-
Rock, great.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Totally Kid Rock.
Totally Kid Rock.
It's gonna
Right.
be Kid Rock and who? And by the way, last time
Kid
I
Rock
checked,
and what's the one with the bow and arrow? Ted Nugent.
there you go. That's an All American halftime show,
Right,
man.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, over the weekend, flipping through social media, Turning Point USA's lineup comes out. And at the top of the lineup, Kid Rock, right? Then the next person up after Kid Rock, Ted Nugent, Travis Tritt, Jason Aldean, Aaron Lewis, John Rich, Lee Greenwood,
Basically a bunch of white guys.
and
Forgiato Blow.
Forgiato Blow. What the
Maybe
fuck is
that's
that?
the foreign angle they're going.
Yeah, right? Featured.
Forgigato.
Forgigato.
Is that an actual.
And the measles.
Is that a real
Wait a
band?
minute.
This is not
That's
adding
gotta
up.
be fake.
That's got to be fake.
Yeah, I have bad news for you guys. This is fake.
This was given to me from a highly respected
Did you
attorney.
Trusted source.
Check your sources.
Not me.
I didn't check the sources. I mean, I'm on Lockpod.
Here's,
No wonder our insurance is so high.
Oh, here we go. MAGA falls for fake TPUSA halftime
MAGA and
show.
Lockpod falls.
Yeah.
And Lockpod. Yeah, it was fed to me from a source for the show, by the way. From
Really?
a highly respected source.
It could
Really?
be- Is it a
My source-
sponsor?
It's better than it's higher than a sponsor.
Higher than a
What?
sponsor. Okay.
I can't help it. It came to me in a dream.
Oh, a fever
It wasn't
dream.
Lindsay who fed it. It was fed to me by somebody I trusted immensely.
All right. But what is this? So this actually,
Yeah, it's someone just generated that flyer and it's not real.
It looks super AI.
Well,
Yeah.
all
it
right,
fooled
well,
me. Fooled Lockpod.
Yes, it
Fooled
did.
my high-powered Lockpod fan,
Oh,
the highly respected Lockpod lawyer.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
wasn't me.
What?
yeah, it was a lawyer.
Oh, we
All
could
right.
probably
Well,
narrow
we're gonna
this
have to
down
we're gonna have to
now.
stop using that source.
I'm gonna let her know.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah.
All right.
So anyway, tonight there's gonna be some action at the Hammond City Council.
Oh,
Yeah.
is this follow up from last show when we had a lot of viewers?
Well, it's follow up from what happened on city property last week,
Okay.
and the 500,000 people that ended up seeing that post. A large number of them were my bosses, Hammond residents, of course, and then my colleagues on the council. I call them my bosses, but we're colleagues really. But so the city council, in this case, Councilman Barry Tyler, he's the councilman from Hammond's 3rd district, called and said, "Hey, I'm going to float a resolution at the next council meeting that basically confirms the action you took." Kicking ice off our city property, Mayor. Do you have a problem with that? I was like, Councilman, I think that's a great idea. Councilman Barry then got together with attorneys and drafted this resolution. It's a resolution of the Hammond City Council prohibiting the uncoordinated use of city property for civil immigration and customs enforcement staging areas, processing locations, or operations centers.
Yeah, I think the key there is uncoordinated use. I mean, that was such a
They just kind of showed up.
yeah,
huh?
that was like really.
did,
I mean,
yeah.
like when the Hammond Police Department, and Mayor knows this, when the Hammond Police Department is dealing with federal partners like ATF, FBI, et cetera, there's a lot of coordination takes place, and that's a good thing, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And in this instance, ICE just shows up and
It
thinks, we can
it-
go here.
It seems collectively, like across the board, they are not oversight. Like they have no oversight whatsoever.
Agree with you, Linz.
Agree.
And
Kevin
that's
said
kind
that
of
last show.
horrifying
Kevin said that last show, Lindsay.
because
There's no fear of punishment.
if you could punch,
on a state level, city level, federal level,
there's no bosses.
control.
They're like, there's no
like the
bosses
Wild West.
because like you could shoot a pastor in the head with a pepper ball and there's no
nothing
repercussions.
happens. Yeah.
You could throw a lady onto the ground who's crying because her husband's getting deported. Oh, that guy got fired though.
Yeah, you can put. Did he? Thank goodness.
One
by
guy
the-
did.
I'm
One guy. It was
very happy to hear
repulsive.
that.
It was like not an old lady.
Yeah.
Let's tell her like a 45-year-old woman whose husband just got dragged away from her and she knows he's getting deported. And the guy, after warning her a couple times, took her and slammed her on the ground. Fucking ICE agent.
I'm happy to hear that he got fired because I really was in the boat of like, are there any repercussions for what we're seeing on video? And obviously, I'm getting an algorithm, right, where I'm seeing a lot of horrendous stuff.
I am
right?
too. I'm seeing
but,
horrendous stuff.
These things are
Well,
happening.
then
This
send me
isn't
a
like-
couple of the good ones,
Right,
please.
right.
Because
Tell me
all I
he's
see
getting
is
fired.
the abuses.
Right.
I'm not seeing like the nice ICE agent that's like kindly taking somebody into custody.
And
I'm seeing them
explaining to
beat
the
shit
kids
out
what's
of them.
happening, right?
Right.
Instead of putting them in zip ties.
No,
Or like
I'm
the lady.
seeing mothers being arrested in front of their children.
We did it on the last show. Yeah, taking their kids to school, and a mom gets slammed on the ground.
I am
by-
happy to hear that guy got fired because I have not heard
Okay,
anything
so we're
like
talking
that.
one.
No,
but
I know.
We're talking
I know,
hundreds of
but, like,
abuses, and I could tell you one person got fired. Gosh. But now who knows? That person may not be fired. Maybe just fucking fake.
They gave him a job in D.C. somewhere.
Yeah,
Don't
he's
worry.
probably head of Homeland Security.
So, Mayor, like you've talked about resolutions before and how they don't have the same, force that
Right.
an ordinance.
It's sort of like
would.
an executive order from a governor
Okay.
or
So
a president. It's not like law. It's just like this is
our
like
feelings.
strongly recommended.
there you go. So
Right.
how do you feel about the importance of this, or is it something
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate the fact Councilman Barry called and asked if I would support something like that. I totally do. I appreciate the council and Barry stepping up to support me because I was hanging out there by myself at the time. Now the council is sort of confirming the actions I took that they agree with.
Kinda we support
for
what the
me,
mayor did.
So for me, that's huge.
Yeah.
Because it's not just me now; it's all of us together, and I appreciate it. So I imagine tonight's council meeting should be spicy.
Yeah, and Mayor, just
Spicy.
I know that we talked about this, and we actually put some mailbag up last episode about kind of the reaction, and we laughed at a couple ones that were from out of town. What was your overall reaction? I mean, and again, just reminding people, Tom's a mayor of a very diverse city. I mean,
35 to 40% Hispanic, 25% African American, 45% Caucasian.
so what was your kind of overall reaction from residents, just like people that are in the in the neighborhood?
It's hard to just differentiate because on Facebook, I consider most of my friends, they're locals. Okay. So like if I get a good reaction from Facebook, I think I'm operating on strong ground locally. And my reactions on Facebook were very positive. Okay. Now, I'm not saying everything was positive. It was not. I was
Right.
getting tons of creepy shit and tons of negative stuff also. Okay. And I want to talk about a dilemma. I have a Facebook dilemma. I'm going to bring it to you guys and ask you what you think I should do. And maybe we can get chat involved in that, John.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I have a situation. I just want to make sure we're done with this.
Yeah,
first.
I just wanted to mention that. I wanted to say that from my perspective, I got a lot of positives and like kind of, hey, please tell Mayor Tom he's doing a great job. I got a guy that wanted to drop off sweatshirts here for us because he.
I'll wear it.
Yeah, they're awesome. And this is something I got from actually a state legislator. I don't have the mayor's number, but man, I'd hug him through the phone if I could after seeing his post about not letting ICE use Hammond facilities. We need more Mayor Toms. Let him know, please.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Senator.
So,
Appreciate you. That's Senator Paul, right?
yeah.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
And we have we need more Senator Pauls too. Okay. I mean, honestly, Rodney is one of the best. He's one of the best in the state house, and it's really cool to see a smart guy like that be on our team. And so, thank you, Rodney. And I'm surprised he doesn't have my cell phone number.
He does now.
Everybody and their mom's got my cell phone number.
There's a lot of people that you don't want to have your cell number.
Yeah. Okay, so I wore my Navy hat today on purpose. I want to remind everybody I was enlisted in the Navy. I was a young father of a little girl named Lindsay, and I was
That's
making.
me.
I was making. That is you. You're right.
Love that.
And I was making a meager salary, man. When you're in the military, enlisted, they pay you as much as you need to stay off food stamps, basically. Okay, a little bit above food stamp level, and that's where I was for 6 years.
And it's not like you're a guy that came into the Navy with a big savings account.
No, I had zero.
Yeah.
That's why I joined the Navy. I had nothing going for me, man. So like I joined the Navy. They give you barely enough to survive. And I was young, married at the time, and had Lindsay, and we were just struggling. I had Lindsay and Chase in that relationship, but like Chase didn't come along until after I was out of the Navy. But like I was barely making it, man, being honest with you. And then just like to hear people so flippant about the military and like, yeah, they're going to miss their paycheck on the 15th. If that happened to me when I was in the Navy, my whole entire financial system would have crumbled. I was barely surviving, man.
Literally paycheck to paycheck.
I had stressful periods in my life, okay? That is definitely one of the most stressful periods in my life. I was in the Navy, active duty submarine, a young father, primarily the breadwinner of the family, which is sad to say, and we were just barely making it. And then let's flip it. I have a fucking billionaire president that's like, yeah, they're going to miss their paycheck, right? We'll figure it out.
And we're talking about hundreds of thousands of people. If not of
they'll get paid
men
down the road, right?
and women.
They just keep working right now. Are these people able to quit? No. They fucking pledged their goddamn lives and their professions to the United States military. And they're just like, oh, yeah, you're not going to get paid this much. Just talk to your creditors. Talk to your landlord. I'm sure it'll work out. Dude, it's so freaking... And for a billionaire, fuck you, Donald Trump. Seriously, a freaking billionaire saying that shit. It's like, screw you, man. You have no idea. Your daddy gave you $1 million 30 years ago to get started in your business, right? Must be freaking nice.
So I thought it was interesting that he said that he was going to make sure that the military got paid on October 15th, but there was a question on whether he actually has the authority to do that.
Okay.
I heard they're going to billions billions of dollars from research to
Let's say
pay
they
the
do.
military.
Let's say they do.
Yep.
October 15th.
No.
Thank God, right? I just read in the paper today, Speaker Johnson said, I'm not negotiating. The Democrats are going to have to give in on this, and if they don't give in on the health care, screwing over Americans that rely on government health care, if they don't get in, this will be the longest shutdown in history. Okay, so there you go, Donald. Let's say you do patch it together with Band-Aids and tape, and you give them a paycheck on October 15th. What happens on Halloween? You going to do it again, or do you have enough money to just keep doing this? You don't. It's going to happen eventually where people are not going to get paid. First off, what about air traffic controllers? Anybody got any flights coming up? They're not getting paid either.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Right? They're not getting paid, John. The air traffic controllers.
Wow.
They're like
I didn't
having
know
sick
that.
outs.
Wow.
They're absolutely not
You
getting
plan
paid.
on traveling
Wow.
by plane soon? No, you're not.
Delays. A lot of delays, right now.
Cancellations.
Damn.
They're shutting down like
Smaller
smaller airports because they can't staff the air traffic control towers anymore. These are sort of important.
Yeah.
They're not, they could quit and find another job. Is that good for us? If all the air traffic controllers go off to McDonald's and make $15 an hour,
Yeah, I mean it's a serious issue because, I think slowly but surely we're going to feel the pain. And I know in another episode you're like, you know what, this shutdown, I don't feel anything.
I know.
But the fact is that as time goes on, I think we're going to.
I don't personally.
Sure, right.
But I also came from.
You have empathy for what
Dude,
these folks
it would
are
have
going
devastated me when I was a sailor.
Yeah.
Like if they're like, yeah, I don't know about October. I'll give you October 15th. It's questionable. We're going to give you though. Okay. All right, Petty Officer McDermott. But on the 31st, you're probably going to be screwed. So like, save this money up
What
for
do you
your
do?
rent, right, dude?
It's like you hear about these like countries like Russia can't pay their or like these small countries can't pay their army. Mm-hmm. Like, is that where we're at? I don't.
So anyway,
I have a friend of mine who has a son who was going into an apprenticeship. He works for the National Guard. He was about to go into an apprenticeship that he's been working on for years. Literally the day before he was supposed to assign and show up for his apprenticeship, he got called into Illinois. And he's not even making any money right now.
oh my god!
So
Congratulations.
he lost out on a massive career opportunity, and then
Yep.
And by the way,
he's not getting anything.
like this doesn't help like recruiting.
He got activated by a president that skipped the draft. That's the classic part. The
Yeah.
president who skipped the draft because he has bone spurs, right? And now he's like activating the Illinois National Guard over the objections of the governor. Yeah, you're a real hero, Mr. President. You're a real freaking hero.
We want our young men and women to look at the military as an option. And I think, Tom, I give you so much credit for doing it. And I think what's going on right now, it just seems like, why would you want to join? I mean, we want people to join.
I wouldn't.
We need a volunteer Army and a volunteer Navy and a volunteer Air Force and Marines.
Out of all my kids, all of them got the conversation from Dad. Okay, I want you to join the military. I want you to think about it, right? I'm not telling my kids what to do. Lindsay, you got the conversation, right?
Yep, Dad really wanted us all to go into the Air Force.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Pick your path. I don't care.
Right.
I think the service is good for people. I think that you get out and you're like me, all
better
jacked up
person,
and fired up.
Yeah.
But Patrick was the most likely out of all my kids to go. Right, Linz? Is that safe?
Yes.
He's a military.
Well, he was
type
doing
of
that
kid.
Air Force.
He was.
doing that
He had to
Air.
wear a
He
uniform.
considered it very, very, but he wanted to be a pilot, and with his glasses, he can't.
True
So
story.
he pursued another career option.
True story.
Mm-hmm.
So Patrick is the most likely, right? And let's say they relaxed the eyesight requirement. They said if you get the LASIX, we'll let you be a pilot, right?
Mm-hmm.
They could do that, right? I would not want Patrick to go to the military anymore. Not with this guy as president. He's a maniac. He has no problem sending our young men and women off to fight wars that he was too cowardly to go fight himself.
President of Peace.
Yeah. But yeah,
We're gonna. By the way, we're gonna in an episode coming up. We're gonna get into this this peace deal out in the Middle East. But that's
I thought
for
you were
another.
talking. Yeah.
That's another episode.
Okay, so I posted this the other day, just sort of summarizing what we were just talking about. Bear with me for 2 seconds while I read this. When I was an E5 in the U.S. Navy, I was living paycheck to paycheck, barely scraping by on $25,000 annual salary. Can't even imagine what missing a single paycheck would have done to my shaky finances. That's a reality facing today's soldiers and sailors. They just can't quit and find another job. They're stuck waiting, hoping for a dysfunctional president and an equally dysfunctional Congress to finally get their act together and reopen the federal government. What a joke our federal government has become. If they can't even compromise enough to keep the lights on, how can we possibly trust them to run this country responsibly? Meanwhile, the men and women who actually serve this nation, those who've pledged their careers and lives to protect it, are about to miss their next paycheck. What a national embarrassment. It's solid, right?
I think it based.
You like it, John?
I love it.
When I read this, it came up on my Facebook feed over the weekend. I loved it. I
I did that from my campsite. By
Nice.
the way. Yeah. But
that's why your battery
When
went
he
low.
got his one bar,
Yeah.
he was like,
No,
I
I was
gotta go
on-
quick.
we had
He's like
Wi-Fi.
holding it up to the air. Make sure this post goes out.
We had Wi-Fi at the campsite.
That's good.
That was nice. Yeah. But
So someone
Not
had a problem with
campy.
this?
oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
How?
Well, one
what?
of them was one of my old Navy buddies.
How could anyone
I don't
bitch
get it.
about this?
Yeah.
Who was-
You're just
who
saying,
was in-
let's pay our men and women that are in the service.
What? Okay, I can't wait to hear this. Go
Well,
ahead.
I do say, okay, so what a joke our federal government has become can be taken as a biased,
But Lindsay, I was slamming everybody.
President and Congress.
I agree.
For a
Some people
dysfunctional president
don't
and
have
equally
reading
dysfunctional
comprehension.
Congress, right? I'm like slamming everybody. If you're like part of the federal government, you're jacked up, in my opinion. You guys can't even pay our soldiers and sailors right now. You're so dysfunctional, right?
But we have all the money in the world
Yes.
for the rest
Right.
of the world.
Right.
Strongest. Yeah, good point, John.
Yeah.
So I get this old Navy friend of mine, okay? I was friends with this person 30 years ago, okay? His name is Brian. You could find it on my Facebook page. And this guy is big-time Trumper now. And I don't know this dude. Like, I haven't talked to him in 30 years, but, like, we're Facebook
You knew him
friends.
on the boat.
Yeah, we have, like, Facebook friends through Rick Over, my submarine. And a lot of us are friends. And some of them I didn't even like when I was in the Navy. We're friends, so we could, like, keep up with each other and stuff, right?
Sure.
And now, like, that everything's been politicized, they see me as a Democrat, and I see their shit. And then, so, like, this guy, Brian, okay? He's a Chicago guy, all right?
okay.
He's a humongous Trumper,
All
all
right.
right?
Yeah.
And this guy is, like, he doesn't have an audience, right? I have an audience. I do. We talked about it. I have 16,000
Well, you're an
people.
elected official.
I have 16,000 people that follow me. I have 5,000 friends. That's just on my personal. And then I got the campaign with another 20-something thousand. So I could talk to 50,000 people in a morning, basically, by doing a Facebook
And you have
post.
the podcast.
And we have Lockpod, right? And that reaches thousands, right? So we have all these ways as a Navy, as a military, as a mayor, I have all these ways of getting my message out. Brian, my Navy buddy, latches on to my Facebook and spouts all this Trump bullshit. Like,
Yeah, you love that.
so, like, you're getting on my page and you're, like, spouting all this bullshit, right? And I'm not slamming, I'm slamming everybody. I'm not, like, being a total Democrat. I'm like, dysfunctional Congress, dysfunctional president,
you're being
get your shit together, right?
Pro-enlisted people.
And this dickhead, my old Navy friend.
Who was an enlisted guy in the same position
He
as
was
you.
enlisted and a nice kid, by the way. Him and I were friends our whole careers, right? And then now that we've gone off into our professions, he's like this diehard, big-time MAGA, big-time Republican guy. And then he gets on my page and puts all this fucking bullshit from, like, Fox News. And I was like, Brian, you're literally spouting off Fox News talking points. This is exactly what they do. They program it in your fucking head, and if you're simple-minded, you go out there and just regurgitate it like you're doing. I'm like, that's not the guy I knew in the Navy. I'm literally saying this to him on my Facebook, right?
Oh, wow.
And then he comes back with more shit, right? And then
Whoa.
finally, I'm like, dude, you should run for office. Because you know all the fucking answers, right? I didn't realize how goddamn intelligent you were until just now. You know all the fucking answers to the world, right? And you're sitting over there in the northern suburbs of Chicago. You got all the... So fucking run for office, asshole, right? You know, what do you do with this?
Yeah.
I'm not his friend.
It is
He's
a dilemma,
fucking
right?
old friend.
It was a lifetime ago.
A life.
Yeah.
We don't know each other. I don't even know his cell phone number,
Right.
dude.
I think-
Like, I could give, honestly. So, like, I'm, like, torn. Like, do I just defriend this prick and just cut it? Like, fuck off.
Well, I mean, like, it's...
What do you think, chat?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
should
a
Tom
question.
unfriend
So,
him?
I'll
Yeah.
give you what I think. I think, like, you've got family, right, who you got to deal with family.
Unfortunately, you can't unfriend.
Right, you can't
some of
unfriend.
I would not
Yeah,
unfriend a
right,
family
family.
member, and I have Trumper family members.
Sure.
Right.
We all do. And so your family's kind of hard. I mean, you wouldn't want your family member, though, to be like on your Facebook page.
My
bitching
family
at
members
you,
would never
right?
do that to
Right.
me.
That's
I
what
would never
That's
do
the difference.
I would not do that
I
to
wouldn't
them.
either.
Going on their page and putting a bunch of
I wouldn't
Democratic
either.
fucking bullshit.
I care more about like their family than I do than their political views.
Right.
That the fact that we have a good family relationship.
Right.
So.
I
And
wouldn't do
know.
that to a friend.
No, you know
just-
what, John? I
yeah.
wouldn't either. Yeah, I'm with you.
So I was torn all weekend. So I went through. So like, John, this is funny. So like over the years with my Facebook, all these people just sort of like came in, like Trumpers came in. I didn't care. I friended them, right? All these people that don't see the world similarly. I just sort of relaxed the border control, so to speak, on my Facebook. And all these Trumpers ended up coming in, and I was just watching it happen, but I wasn't actively expelling them,
Open
right?
borders.
Right? I had an open border on my Facebook. So all these fucking MAGA are in my Facebook now, and they're posting stuff on my stuff. So I'm acting like ICE in my Facebook now.
I think
so
it's time to
started going
close the
through.
borders, man.
I'm closing the freaking borders, dude. So like over the weekend, I'm expelling Trumpers. People I know well. Just like, fuck off. Get out of here. I don't want to see
Did
your
you have
shit
a mask
anymore.
on?
Dude, no, I did it with my full face open, right? And I just started taking people out. It's
that's
like, if you're
funny.
putting Trump stuff on my stuff,
That's
you're
funny.
out, man. I don't want you anywhere near me. Seriously, I'm to the point now where I have armed agents walking through the streets of Hammond, grabbing brown people, and you're putting Trump shit on my wall. Are you freaking crazy? Like we have
like tone deaf.
military walking through Chicago, places where we go and enjoy ourselves, and you're putting Trump shit on my wall. It's like you're a freaking idiot if you still support this. Don't tread on me. Where are those guys right now? Don't tread on me.
Yeah.
You're being tread on, dude.
Yes,
You're being
that's
tread on
so
right now.
ironic.
Don't tread on me,
I'm
MAGA.
with you.
You're being tread on right now.
It's okay when they're treading on them, but just don't tread on me.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and it's the lack of empathy is what really.
I agree. And Lindsay,
Because your neighbor, if you're not being tread on, your neighbor is,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't care. And I think that says a lot about a person, that they are heartless, cold. Something is broken deep inside of who they are.
Yeah, Lindsay, I'm with you that it concerns me that, I mean, it'd be one thing to say, like, look, if you are here illegally, I think you should be deported. I don't think you should be here. And if you have that view, God bless you, okay? I don't agree with that, but whatever. If you have that view, fine. Then let's peacefully and with due process let people go through the process and get out of our country if that's the policy. But
Completely agree, Kevin.
Yeah, but if it's aggressive and like we have to see this violence on our streets, that's just not American.
I agree. By the
Military
way,
uniforms,
Yeah,
face masks.
correct.
Why? Even if you are a supporter of this administration, why can't you disagree on some things and still be a
And
supporter, like you were
agree,
saying? Kevin?
John.
we're taking our own
Why is it
halftime show.
one or the other, black and white? I
Yeah.
mean, do you guys really think this is the answer? Military on the streets,
Right.
normalizing that presence?
And then I got this
It's not for
asshole
me, man.
from the Navy that's 30 years ago, a lifetime ago, sitting there telling me everything. I should just ignore it and everything.
You booted him off, right?
No, I
You've
didn't.
not yet.
I came to the show.
I think. Well, I'm going to
Get
see
your
what
phone
chat
out
says.
and do it now.
I didn't.
I will.
Hold on.
I will.
Right.
I
Hold
will.
on.
Show
Any
the camera.
comments on chat, John?
Lots of comments. Everyone is saying ban him.
Really?
Everyone.
There's
yes.
nobody defending this guy.
Now hold on.
He's in chat asking to
Is
please,
he? Yeah.
please
No, he
stay on.
doesn't care.
Please
He
stay
doesn't
as.
care.
Our good friend Cranbox Politics is watching.
Oh,
we had
thank
him
you.
as a guest.
We sure
a couple
did.
Right,
episodes ago.
right.
He said maybe restrict him on your socials, but leave. There's always a chance for him to come back around in the future.
No?
You
I
know,
don't see it.
Maybe don't unfriend
Such a
him,
nice
but-
guy.
that's why I like that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was great.
I want him back.
Yeah,
Marine.
he was great. Marine.
I
Right.
like having stable-minded people on the show. And I like meeting stable-minded
What do you-
people in real life.
Are you calling? Where do we sit on that? Are we
Apparently.
stable-minded?
Well, Dad's not.
Amber is the color of energy.
Whoa. So what am I supposed to do? I got him right. It's right here.
You
in
can
front of me.
unfollow him, and he doesn't show up in your. But he
How
would
can
still
he-
post on your stuff.
Because
though.
everybody could post.
I think that's a good
I think it's just a
compromise.
signal. I'll send him a signal by just defriending him. And if
Yeah,
he still
that's
wants to
fine.
follow me and post and all that, right?
It's fine. Yeah.
30-day snooze.
Yeah, there you go.
Apparently that's a
30 days
thing.
snooze.
Yeah,
it is a
but
thing.
that
Snooze
doesn't
him.
stop him from posting on Dad's stuff.
I think it does.
You're
It
putting
does
him in a
not.
detention.
It just means that you can't see his stuff.
Facebook detention.
How do you do 30 days news?
I
Let
don't
me
know.
see.
I think if you say unfollow, it gives you the option. It
Yes.
gives you a choice. Like, do you want
No,
to
he's my
maybe,
Facebook friend.
right? If you say unfollow, and then it'll say like, do you just want to give him a snooze?
It says unfriend, take a break,
There you
unfollow.
go. That's it. Take a
Take a
break.
break?
Take a break.
Take a break.
Take a break.
Take a break for how long?
Take
I
a
think-
break.
Give him a good-
Limit what? See less of his profile. Limit what profile?
Yes, limit.
Who can see posts?
He'll still be able to see your posts and comment on them.
I don't
though.
think you can comment.
It
but
says
you
see
can
less of his profile.
Yeah, but he will still be able to see yours.
This seems very difficult.
Just unfriend him, Dad.
I agree.
Restrict.
Lindsay says, "Drop the hatchet."
All right, unfriend.
All right, there you
Done.
go.
Whoa.
Dude,
Thank you,
I
Chad.
unfriend so many people.
I know.
So
I'm doing the
freaking
same
often.
Oh
thing.
my
I'm being like
I gotta
ice.
see if Lindsay's still a friend with me.
Being like
Nope.
ice.
I am.
What?
I'm being like ice
I
right
am.
now. I'm just going through indiscriminately grabbing Trumpers and defriending them.
You know what?
man.
Actually,
The borders are closed.
The
here's
borders
a-
are fucking closing, dude.
Ice
Here
is
is
on the
a
street.
confession. I actually unfollowed Dad for a little while.
What?
Wow, was it snooze or unfollow?
It was because of people commenting on his stuff.
Ah,
And it was
Stressing you
It was
frustrating
out of
me.
love. It was out of love.
yes.
And I didn't want to see it. And Dad does
I
the
don't blame
same
you.
thing too.
I don't blame you, babe.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
That's why I don't run the Facebook anymore. I used to get so many insane messages on my
Yeah.
phone in the middle of the night.
It's no good for you to read that stuff.
It
Like,
really, if you go back to after, I mean, one of the things I think that came out of the Charlie Kirk assassination was the governor of Idaho, and he said, you know what, take a break from our phones. Like it's not bad advice. And like even you, Tom, I think just tuning out for the weekend, even though I'm sure you were on your socials and stuff, but like just being able to tune out and go somewhere peaceful.
my phone was a hotspot, basically.
Yeah.
So, like, I couldn't adjust it. If I wanted to do anything with it, my phone was my hotspot. So, like, I just left it as a hotspot, and I jumped on my iPad, and I wasn't checking messages, nothing. I was just...
It's good to tune out once in a while. Everyone should do it. Everyone should.
I think I'm going to do that soon because every time I go on the internet, I get upset.
Yep.
And
Go
I'm
with us. Let's go. Let's
tired
go on a trip,
of
Linz.
being upset.
Let's go south. You go south, it's warmer. We can go down to Tennessee or something.
I can handle the cold. I'm not a bitch.
I know.
Ew.
I know you're not.
Let's go somewhere else.
That's
I
the
know.
title.
You're
Yes,
not a
that's
bitch.
it.
I know
Good
you're
job,
not.
Linz.
That's my daughter. I know she's not a bitch.
We were talking about this. I mean, well, I think all right, we'll get to the next segment because we've
Yeah.
got a little finish.
We made
up.
a promise.
I've got to get to court.
We made a
so-
promise last show that we were going to follow up Tom Homan and whether or not he took $50,000. We promised that in the last show because, the talking point is Tom Homan took $50,000 and the Trump administration didn't follow up the investigation, basically, and dropped the investigation.
Yeah, that's the talking point from the left. Talking point from the right is he didn't do anything wrong, and he's a good guy, and there's nothing to see here. And then we're going to talk about George Stephanopoulos and how he talked to J.D. Vance, our vice president, about this as well. So stay tuned.
It's a good segment, and then we'll be done by our normal time. So
Yes.
stay with us while we talk about our ads. The branding room floor. Don't let your business get lost in the shuffle of generic branding and aimless marketing. Trust Northwest Indiana's award-winning full-service marketing agency, the Branding Room Floor, providing data-driven results to help your business grow in a crowded market is their specialty. From website development and digital advertising to graphic design and branding, the Branding Room Floor will set your business or organization on a clear path to strategic success. Don't wait another day to get started. Visit thebrandingroomfloor.com today.
Cantrell and Cantrell, attorneys at law. Are you injured or in trouble with the law? Give Cantrell and Cantrell a call and schedule your consultation with someone who's in court and at the jail every day. Call John Cantrell at 219-5544-LAW or visit their website at bettercallcantrell.com. John and his wife, Kristen, make a great team and are waiting to hear from you.
Prestmer Insurance Agency. For decades, the Ron J. Prestmer Insurance Agency has been located right on Indianapolis Boulevard, serving all of your insurance needs. The Prestmer Agency specializes in a wide range of insurance products, services, including auto, home, business, life, and much more. The Prestmer Agency serves thousands of people and businesses throughout the Chicagoland and Midwest. Call Ron or Ronnie today at 219-844-0103. They're here to protect what matters most to you.
Calumet Brewing. It's not about the miles you ran, the perfect score, or even the final victory. It's about the joy in the journey, the high fives after a friendly game, the feeling of accomplishment, the shared laughter. That's the moment worth toasting. With only 95 calories and 2.6 carbs, Michelob Ultra is the refreshing, crisp reward that makes the moment better. Michelob Ultra. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Head over to the Cal Brew or Michelob Ultra websites and social media pages for more info on this great family of beers. Enjoy the Michelob Ultra lifestyle with beers, and cheers responsibly.
Tortillas Nueva Leon is the gold standard in Mexican cuisine across the Midwest. Look for Tortillas Nueva Leon's popular red and white label at your local grocery store and enjoy quality Mexican products made with local expertise.
All right. Thanks to our sponsors. We appreciate
No
you.
song today.
Without you,
I guess not.
We're
without
in a
you,
rush.
we would be not on the air.
Very lonely.
All right, Kev, the last show we did made a promise. We were going to follow up the Tom Homan situation. It came up when we were talking last show, and then we both didn't know right off the top of our head accurately, so we did some research.
We did, yeah. And so Tom Homan is the head of immigration with enforcement in the country. He is somebody that the administration feels very strongly about, that he's a good person, that he's done a good job, that he's enforcing the laws. He's someone that has had to deal with death threats, like I'm sure a lot of elected officials do. And this is, I mean, he's an appointed official. But the question is, did the head of immigration enforcement accept a criminal bribe as is alleged? Did he accept $50,000 in cash as was allegedly heard on surveillance by the FBI in September 2024? And the allegations are that the bribe was in return for government contracts if Trump was elected. So, yes, that's the allegation, right? Okay. And then the question really is did he get the $50,000 or what's so this is interesting. JD Vance appears on George Stephanopoulos' show, which is this week on ABC on Sundays, and it's a long clip, and we've made it into like 3 different clips, and so we're gonna let like 50. I think what is the first one, John? Like about 40 seconds.
Yeah, 40 seconds.
All right, so we're gonna let this play. This is the original question from George Stephanopoulos, and then the kind of most of the original answer from the vice president.
The White House border czar Tom Homan was recorded on an FBI surveillance tape in September 2024, accepting $50,000 in cash. Did he keep that money or give it back?
George, you've covered the story ad nauseum. Tom Homan did not take a bribe. It's a ridiculous smear. And the reason you guys are going after Tom Homan so aggressively is because he's doing the job of enforcing the law. I think it's really preposterous. I know Tom. I think that he's a good man. He gets death threats. He gets attacked. He gets constantly threatened by people because he has the audacity to want to enforce the country's immigration laws. I think.
Okay, so let's parse this a little bit. The question from George Stephanopoulos did he take the money and is he going to give it back? And then
he took the money.
The vice president. I haven't heard anybody say he didn't, but I don't know if he did or not.
Well, the FBI is the one who offered the bribe.
Correct. And so that's why I think it's real important to listen to what the vice president said. He said he did not take a bribe, meaning that either he was set up or was entrapment or he never got, I don't know if he never got the money. So and that's the thing to think about. And that's what's kind of interesting to me, because basically they're saying, okay, if he got the money, what's he going to do? What's happened to it? And here's some follow up on that.
What the? What's with that internet?
It's spinning.
Focus on. We can agree to disagree on that question.
Well, wait, you said he didn't take a bribe, but I'm not sure you answered the question. Are you saying that he did not accept the $50,000?
George, this story has been covered ad nauseum. He did not take a bribe. Did he accept $50,000? I'm sure that in the course of Tom Homan's life, he has been paid more than $50,000 for services. The question is, did he do something illegal? And there's absolutely no evidence that Tom Homan has ever taken a bribe or done anything illegal, which is why he's working in the administration.
I'm asking you, did he accept the $50,000 that was caught on the surveillance tape? Did he accept that $50,000 or not?
George, I don't know what you're talking about. Did he accept $50,000 for what?
He was recorded on an audio tape in September 2024, an FBI surveillance tape, accepting $50,000 in cash. Did he keep that money?
Accepting $50,000 for doing what, George? I'm not even sure I understand the question. Is it a crime? Even the far left media like yourself. So I'm actually not sure what the precise question is.
All right.
Did he accept $50,000?
So again, they're kind of like, if you're really drilling down on this, I think, and as a lawyer, I think Tom and I both like kind of caught each other's eyes here as we're listening to this. They're fighting over words.
Yeah.
It's like, did he take the $50,000? He didn't accept the bribe.
Right. So he did take the $50,000.
I think the vice president is basically saying, like, look, yeah, he might be on tape taking $50,000, but it wasn't a bribe.
Right.
So I think
sort
that's
of like
important.
James Snyder defense. Like James Snyder took $13,000 from allegedly took $13,000 as a bribe according to the government, and Snyder said that wasn't a bribe, that was for services rendered,
services.
Right?
Or
so they gave it to
gift?
me,
or a gratuity.
It was a gratuity, because I did such a good job for them, so they gave me $13,000. So maybe using that type of thinking, they could say, no,
it was a
Tom
gratuity.
Homan took $50,000, but he was planning on working for it.
So I think the interesting thing is, like, okay. And this is something that got brought up on something else. Okay, if he has it, is he going to report it to the IRS as income? Can we have our money that we tried to get you entrapped with back?
I can't just gift you money, Kevin. You'd have to report it as income.
I would think so. I mean, especially if it was for services.
Can you gift like regular people?
You can gift your family, I think, up to what, I don't know what used to be.
10,000?
It used to be 10. I think it's increased now,
right.
15.
And then, but what does that mean? So you can gift to your family, and then your family doesn't have to count it as income.
Correct.
Right.
Because it's a gift. I mean, it's
Right.
on your taxes.
But if I
though.
give you, not my family,
Yeah.
$10,000, do you have to report that as income?
I think I would, as long as it was for something. I don't know. That's a good question for your accountant. But I think in this instance, what kind of the funny part of this is like,
No
okay, if you
taxes on tips.
if Tom Homan got $50,000 in his in a bag apparently or something, and it was in a no, John, they're saying it was in a kava bag. A kava is like a Mediterranean Chipotle. And they said it was in a kava bag. If you got 50 grand in cash
That's so
in a
freaking
kava
sus.
bag,
Yeah, man,
that's what the
normal.
allegation is.
That's
I mean,
how that's how you
you
usually get paid,
that-
right?
Sure, that happens all the time here.
Yeah,
at
man,
Sister.
here
John
you go, Kevin.
Cantrell.
They're all
Yeah.
5s and 10s, right?
Hey guys, this is a gift
Thank you, Lynn.
for you.
This is not a bribe. This is a gift.
So did he report it on
$50,000 in my Starbucks bag.
Did he report it on his taxes or
No.
what? I mean, so here
Well,
and
he
here's
better
the,
have.
here's the finish of this, real quick. This is where George Stephanopoulos is basically just like, okay, thanks for nothing.
On the government. You are focused on a bogus story. You're insinuating criminal wrongdoing against a guy who has done nothing wrong instead of focusing on the fact that our country is struggling because our government's shut down. Let's talk about the real issues, George. I think the American people would benefit much more from that than from you going down some weird left-wing rabbit hole where the facts clearly show that Tom Homan didn't engage in any criminal wrongdoing.
It's not a weird left-wing rabbit hole. I didn't insinuate anything. I asked you whether Tom Homan accepted $50,000, as was heard on an audio tape recorded by the FBI in September 2024, and you did not answer the question. Thank you for your time this morning.
No,
Well, then
George,
Governor
I
J.B.
said that I
No,
don't.
Up
wait.
next. We'll be right
and then he goes,
He goes, we'll be right back.
screw you.
Yeah.
Cuts off the vice
Get him
president.
off
I mean,
the
it's
screen.
crazy.
I love Stephanopoulos.
Well, I mean, it shows that he's got some balls. I mean, people have to be
This
asking
is
these
bullshit.
questions.
This is ridiculous. Can you imagine? You
I have
take
so many questions.
He's
so if
gonna
you're in the
be-
right, you could take bribes now, and then Trump will cover your ass. If you're a big enough Trumper, man, you could do whatever the fuck you want right now.
I
mean-
feel so bad though because Stephanopoulos, he's going to be blackballed, or he's going to be like
He
withheld.
probably already was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
he
gonna be
got an
hanging with
interview with the
Stephen
vice
Colbert.
president.
And we don't want to not give. I'd like to at least give Tom Homan a chance to say what he had to say about this. And he was on Laura Ingram's show, and this is a little clip from what he said about the incident.
I'll give you a chance to address this article that came out over the weekend, and it was on our always reliable MSNBC, and they said that you took $50,000 in cash in a bag from an undercover FBI agent to help them win government contracts in Trump's second term. The DOJ said they concluded there was no criminal wrongdoing, but nevertheless, that story is out there, and I imagine you want to respond to that.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I did nothing criminal. I did nothing illegal. And there's hit piece after hit piece after hit piece. And I'm glad the FBI and DOJ came out and said, said that nothing illegal happened and nothing, no criminal activity. You're talking about a guy who spent 34 years enforcing the law. I mean, I left a very successful business that I ran to come back and work for a government again. I'm back on a government paycheck. Not only did I sacrifice my family sacrifices, I make sacrifices every day. I got more death threats than anybody. I got a security team around me, but guess what? My kids don't. My wife don't. I mean, I haven't lived with my wife in months because I don't want her to be here right now with all the threats. So after all the sacrifices, after serving my nation for all these years, they want to come out and dirty me up. And it's not going to end. There's a hit piece.
Okay. Yeah.
But
So
did
there
he-
you go.
He didn't
Did he
answer the
didn't,
question.
didn't answer the question?
Did he take the 50 grand?
Like, what are you doing with it? Are you going to give it back to
So
the
he got-
FBI?
He said no criminal wrongdoing.
Right.
He hasn't been charged with
Right.
anything, and
We all
also
caught that.
I'm being threatened. But
But where's the money? And maybe
Yeah.
maybe he's saying it never happened. The event
Dude,
never happened.
it's
They have
obvious
it
he
on
has a
tape.
second
That's
house.
what they said.
But like they can't release it because Trump's their boss, so
Well,
they're not going to release a tape if they have it.
maybe
because
someday
he's going to
we'll
be like
see it.
that tape doesn't come out. It's like
Yeah.
the Epstein files.
Right.
Keep it same place. We keep the Epstein files.
But Kevin, that's the point. Is why not be more clear in your language?
Correct.
Because they're being careful not to incriminate themselves.
That's what it seems
Agree.
like. No
Right.
one. You're right. No one has said, even to the vice president, he didn't take the money.
Correct.
He took
Why
the
not
money.
just say it?
They said he.
Because they're afraid
Yes.
the tape would get out.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
look
yeah.
foolish.
That's right. But they did. They're saying he took the money, but it wasn't a bribe.
And I think George Stephanopoulos' point is like, okay, let's say you're right. He didn't do anything criminal. What's happening with the money? Do we get it back because
American
we trapped
taxpayers
him?
just lose
because
50
we
grand?
trapped him? Do you put it on your taxes? I mean, what are you
Because
doing
it's
with
government money.
This? Sure.
Yeah, that's taxpayer money.
Like what's
What
He's
is
like,
going
thank you,
on?
dude. There's no rules. If you're in the Trump team, there's no rules that apply to you. By the
Well-
way, I read this the other day. I didn't check the accuracy of it, but just the other day when Trump came out with his new tariffs on China, it tanked the market, right? And there was a new cryptocurrency that came out that benefited off of stock market drops. And it came out the same day that Trump made that major announcement. Stock market dropped 3%, and that new crypto made like billions
Let's
of
follow
dollars.
up on that.
crypto
Let's
account,
follow up
yeah.
a little
Isn't that
bit on that.
crazy?
That'd be interesting to think about.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But like, okay, so the thing is, there's, in my opinion, this is my opinion, okay? There's rampant illegal activities occurring in the Trump administration. There's tons of people just getting completely rich off of Trump's service, right? And right now they're getting away with it because the DOJ is toothless when it comes to investigating people in MAGA, right? But you know what? This is not going to be forever. A couple years from now, when Democrats have control of Congress and we start ramping up investigations, you're not going to be able to hide from this stuff, Tom Homan. They're going to come. You're going to get it. You're just
I'd like
not going
to see
get
the
it now.
tape, at least.
You're
I'd like
just
to
not-
see it
that
to make
tape will
my own
come out.
decision.
He's not going to get until a year from now.
Yeah, I mean, and this is the same thing that Republicans were saying when Democrats were in charge, right? So it's like, it's the whole thing we've been talking
Goldfish.
about. Yeah, it's the whole thing we've been talking about. It's like,
Goldfish.
let's move on.
Yeah.
So, all right. Can you wrap it up? Because I got to get to
It was quite
court.
the show. Yeah, man. That was another good one. We appreciate you all. We're going to be back on Friday. Thanks, Lindsay, for coming in. We were worried that you weren't going to make it, and you made it. It's awesome.
I'm fine.
Good. And Javez, appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
Always great. Kevin Chandler,
Yes,
good
sir.
to see you. And coming to you from the Locomotive. We appreciate you all. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. It helps us with our algorithm. Take care, everybody. We'll be back on Friday. Another great episode. Lockpods out.